And I'm sure, you know, everybody thinks when something like the IPA is formed that, we'll all have a bit of fun for a couple of years and then freedom will be secured and, you know, we can all go back to watching the telly. And it's not like this. It never is like that. Freedom requires eternal vigilance and is always there to be fought for. And I learned a big lesson from my fight against Section 13, that if you push back as hard as the left pushes for its causes, your cause can be won. You can reframe the debate on your terms and you can put them on the defensive. And they are the ones who are saying, no, you can't say that. They're the ones saying, no, that's not funny. They're the ones saying, you have to be banned, you have to be silenced. They're not yet going into the offices as they did with Charlie Hebdo and gunning down everybody. But they're on the same continuum of the people who are always arguing for why you have less freedom, why you have to shut up, why you have to be quiet, and why you have to crawl into silence while they get to impose their world on you. And it doesn't have to be like that, but it starts at your level, and it starts with your friends and neighbors, and it starts at the municipal level, and it starts at the primary school level. And only ultimately does it percolate up to the national and international level. So if all of you vow not to surrender the habits of liberty, to speak freely, to act freely, to live freely, they cannot prosecute us all, and if they decide to go full Charlie Hebdo, they cannot kill us all. Every one of us is isolated until he finds that the neighbor across the street agrees with him, or the lady at the parent-teacher conference agrees with them. And we won't know, as long as they're just trying to make us all fall silent and not talk about it. When you can speak up, when you can speak freely, you are free to persuade, you are free to find allies. And that is what I learned in my Battle of Canada, and that is what I commend to Andrew and to Bob Day and to the others fighting to drive a stake through 18C. And if they do decide to ruin the lives of those students of Queensland University Technology or of the Catholic Church in Tasmania, who are doing nothing other than asking for the right to make the same comments and the same observations that the gay movement and the climate change movement and all the other guys use all the time. If they are foolish enough to ruin their lives, then I'm happy to come back and do to those guys what we did to Section 13 in Canada. If you live freely, if you speak freely, if you act freely, it does not depend on a piece of paper from the government of Australia or any other government. Those are inalienable rights. Use them every day. Live with them every day. Live your life in freedom and in liberty, and no stupid act of some transient government can ever take them away from you. Thank you very much indeed.